I'm going to talk about occurring patterns. So there's some parts of the PNA. So it's gonna take a minute to everything to load. So I need to open Google Maps. So there's some parts of the PNA. So let's continue with next. Actually, let's go to 7 p.m. tomorrow. So there's some negative. Actually, it's mostly positive PNA, but more more northeast to go. The more negative actually doesn't change when you go southwest northeast. So it's going to stay as positive PNA. So let's go to December 21st. There's some parts of the PNA, but when you go more southwest, the more negative it gets. And when you go as more northeast, the more positive it is. Let's go to 7 p.m. actually. So there's some negative PNA, but when you go more northeast, the weaker the negative PNA is. And when you go more southwest, the more stronger the negative PNA is. So let's go to 7 p.m. When you go more northeast, the weaker the negative PNA. And when you go more southwest, the more stronger negative PNAs. So let's talk about the pressure patterns. So it's going to take a while to set up. So 996, 1000, and 982 millibars pressure in this time frame. So let's go to SMP. This is the actual one. So 1012, 1008, 1004, 1000 millibars pressure is affecting Southern Ontario. So 7 p.m. December 20th. So can't see the things. So 1008 millibars pressure. So zoom out to Southern Ontario. Actually, we could do that. This 1004 millibars per sure. Let's go to 7 p.m. So 1028 and 1032 millibars per sure. Let's go to 24 hours after that, which is December 22nd. So this is 1028 and 1032 millibars per sure. Let's go to 7 p.m. December 23rd. 1016, 1012 millibars per sure affecting Southern Ontario. So we don't need the extra tab anymore. So London, Hamilton, Burlington, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salome, Midland, Olalla, Barrie, Georgia, Niagara Falls, Fort Erie, London, Langton, Long Point, Lions Head, Dosage, no, Stouffville, Uxbridge. Dosage are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's look at heavy precipitation. So Hobbs Bay, Whiteton, Owenson, Port Elgin, Hanover. Dosage are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Cobourg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara, Lake parts of Niagara Falls City, Dosage, Scarborough. Oshawa is Dosage are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to 7 p.m. Got even lighter snowfalls. And freezing rain and rainfall is this weird. So Lions Head, Obi, Whiteton, Owenson, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salome, Midland, Olalla, Barrie, Georgia, Babley, Isles. So it feels like temperature could be like colder or warmer than average temperatures. If it's humid, like it's gonna be full of actually there's gonna be a lot of water vapor, this trapped sweat or something. So this doesn't let the sweat dry up, but then wind chill is like blowing the heat away from the skin or something. So actually skin. So let's continue with the upcoming patterns. So London, Hamilton, Burlington, Mississauga, Brampton, Downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara on the Lake Niagara Falls City, skip water areas. So those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's see any missing city. There's no any missing cities. So let's go to 7 a.m. So there's no any precipitation actually. Let's go to 1 p.m. So line said, oh, Bay, Whiteton, Warsan, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Tan Beach, South Bay, Midlands, Odella, so Port Elgin. So those is acceptable, and so those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So like the if you see like remember start is like climate change could affect also like cirrus clouds, nimbus storage clouds, even cumulus clouds, but there's more cumulus clouds in tropical climates like humid subtropical, tropical rainforest, tropical monsoon or savanna climates. But nimbus storage clouds like beyond like humid subtropical climates, actually humid subtropical climates and beyond until it's too cold to form the those clouds actually. So nimbus storage. That's the nimbus storage I talked about. So let's go to 7 p.m. So Barry, Georginia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Stouffville, Delta, Richmond Hill, skip Richmond Hill, Mississauga, Brampton, Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Collingwood. So those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to actually next hour. Actually, let's go to 7 a.m. morning time, sunrise time. So Whiteton, Winson, Collingwood, Lionshead, Obey, Boyalton, Hanover, Bombay, Tunby, Solabay, Midland, Odella, Berry, Georginia. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow falling low sound. So let's go to 1 p.m. actually. So Lionshead, Obey, Whiteton, Winson, Collingwood, Bombay, Tunby, Solabay, Midland, Odella, Berry, Georginia, no, Georginia. Beverly Isles, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Port Elgin, Hanover. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 p.m. actually. So Whiteton and some Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Berry, Georginia, Beverly. No, skip Beverly. So Scarborough, Stouffville, Delta, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Orangeville, Brampton, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 a.m. There's nothing. So 1 p.m. There's nothing else. 7 p.m. There's something showing up. 98 hours. So Lion said, oh, Bay, Boyalton, Hanover, Whiteton, Owen Sound. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Skip Owen Sound. So let's go to 7 a.m. with some mixed precipitation. So Line said, obey, wire, turn and sound, skip over and sound actually. Yeah, don't do support Elgin, Berry, Beverly Isles, Uxbridge, Richmond Hill, Newmarket. So those cities are Port El. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's do randomly. So Hanover, Collingwood, Scarborough, Delta Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara, and Lake Niagara, Falls for 80, Oshawa, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's do Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet, including midnight. So, Olilla, Georginia is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet, actually. So London, Long Point, Langton is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next hour actually. So it's going to take a minute to actually correct the cities. So don't need to. So let's go to 1 p.m. actually. So and makes precipitation decreases. So Scarborough, Snowfall, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Orillia, Beverly Hills, Georgia, Hamilton, Burlington, down Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Mississauga, Ogle. Parts of Niagara Falls City, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Scarborough, Snowfall, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, those cities are going to be 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. London, Lang Point, London, Lang Point, Long Point, Langton, Long Point, London is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Usually I don't do 40 so. So parts of Niagara and Lake is gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including parts of Niagara Falls City. So Collingwood skipped. So let's go to so we didn't know. Oh yeah, we did Orange Hills. Don't need to. So let's go to 7 p.m. for 80 doesn't count, so it's not doesn't exist. So let's talk about total once every rainfall hours. So like once every so this is millimeters of rainfall for 12 hours. In 12 hours actually. London 2 millimeters, Collingwood 2 millimeters, 4 is Whiteton. One everywhere Niagara Falls, Hamilton 3, Peterborough 2, Niagara Coburg 1, Belleville is 1. And most part of Toronto is gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall, so including Mississauga, Brampton, Orange Hills. So Mississauga, no, Orangeville, Newmarket is over 0.7. For Elgin is gonna be 0.4 millimeters. Hanover is going to be 5 millimeters. Collingwood 2. Like I said, Obey is gonna be 3 millimeters. Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is gonna be 3. Solid Bay is going to be 4. Midland is going to be 3. Soda 3. So Berry is going to be 1.6. Georginia is going to be 1.5 millimeters. Beverly Isles is close to that. So Sax is going to be 0.9 millimeter. Actually, it's not gonna be. So it's gonna be 1.0. So it's Beverly Isles. So Langton is going to be 0.7, Lam 0.07. So skip 40, skip Queens Y, skip and Owen Sound. So skip those cities. So again, skip them. So let's go to 7 p.m. December 20th. So Wartown is gonna get some 0.7, 0.2, so whoa, skip the 1.7. So Hope's Bay is actually 0. Let's see, Losses is actually 1.0. So Line said it's actually 1.1 millimeters of rainfall, Line said. So Palm Beach is going to get some 0.7. So like Bay is going to be 0.8, 0.9 is in, no, 0.9 is in Thunder Beach. Solid Bay is actually 0.8. Orilla is going to be 0.7, actually 0.6. So Berry is going to be 0.7. Georginia is going to be 0.9 millimeters, but it's actually 0.7 in mean average. So Beverly Hills is actually going to be 0. No, 1.0 millimeters of rainfall. So Coburg 2, Peterborough 1, Tofu 1, Scarborough 1.5, Downton 2, Brampton 2, Mississauga is going to be 2, actually 1 millimeter. Newmarket is 1, Uxbridge 1. So I just need to erase something. So just take a minute. So too far, too big. So it's available easily now. So Collingwood 0.7. So Finland is gonna be 0.7. So Oshawa has to be 0.7 because it's finished. So actually you could get 2 millimeters, but it's finished. So Belleville is going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So let's do Oakle. Oakle is gonna be 0.7. Hamilton is Burlington, or Hamilton is gonna be 0.7. So So orange was going to be 2 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, 1 millimeter. So it's actually two. So let's go to next hour. So Beverly guys is done. So let's go to December 21st, 7 p.m. Whitetown 2, Collingwood 2, Scarborough 0.2, Snowfall 0.2, Downtown Toronto 0.2, Nature Hill is going to be 0.7, Newmarket 0.7, actually 0.8, so actually 0.8. So 0.8 is possible. So Orangeville is going to be a bit lower. So Orangeville is actually 0.7, so Newmarket, no, it's 0.2. So it's actually 0.7 is in Orangeville. Also is 0. No, 1 millimeters, Peterborough 2. So Uxbridge has to be 2 millimeters. So Port Elgin is going to be 2 millimeters. Hanover is going to be no 1.7 millimeters of rainfall. That's the mean average, but that's middle of 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover is a little bit in the middle. So it's actually 1.2 millimeters. So Palm Beach is going to be 1.2 millimeters. Thunder Beach is actually going to be 1.0. Salt Bay is going to be 0.78, 0.89 millimeters, 0.9 actually. So 0.878 actually. So Midland is 0.8. Olilla 0.7. So Coburg is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So actually, it's going to get some 0.9 millimeters. So, for else 100 minutes. So, Long Hope's Bay is going to get some. Port Elgin is going to get some 0.7. Lions Head is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So, let's go to Berry. So, Berry is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Georgina 4. Beverly Hills 3. Borilla something else. So, it's done. So 7 p.m. So Whitehead is 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So actually it's going to be 0.8. So 0.9. So Owens, no, skip Owens. So Port Elgin is actually going to be 0. No, 1. No, it's actually 0.7, but it's actually 0.8 millimeters of rainfall, but it's actually 0.7 is mean average. So 0.8 is in Port Elgin. Honda is going to be 0. So it has to be middle. So 0.7. Or Y10 is also 0.7. So if it's like, so I can correct that later. So Lion's Head or Bay is going to be 0.6 millimeters. Actually 0.6 is Lion's, no, Hope's Bay, Lion's Head is 0.7. So let's go to 7 p.m. 4 millimeters of snowfall. Scarborough is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Downtown Toronto for 1 millimeters. Mississauga 0.7. Brampton is 0.2. Uxbridge is 2. Richmond Hill 0.7 millimeters. Newmarket is 2 millimeters. Coburg 4. Peterborough 3. Belleville 4. Niagara on the Lake 1. Niagara Falls City is 2. 48 does count. You can find this account. So Hamilton 1. Oakville is also 1. Collingwood 1 millimeters. Palm Beach 0.7. Salt Lake Bay is going to be 0.7. No, that's Thunder Beach. So Salt Beach is actually going to be 0.7, but Palm Beach Thunder Beach is so Palm Beach Thunder Beach is actually 0.3 millimeters. So London is going to be 0.7. Long Point is going to be 0.8. No, it's going to be 1.0 millimeters. Long Point is going to get some 1.2 millimeters. So orange, well, it's going to be 0.7 millimeters. Actually, it's going to, yeah, it's 0.7. So let's do Lake Cinco. So don't need anything. So Barry sees nothing. So Georginia is gonna get 0.7. Beverly Hills is 0. Actually, you could get some 1 millimeters. Let's say 0.99. 0.9 is possible. So millimeters of rainfall. Orilla is going to be 0.7. Sotheby is done. So let's go to winter precipitations. So actually, we need to correct something. So let's go to 90 hours. So actually, let's go before that. So let's go to 7 p.m. So if we say like the market zero, no, rainfall is 0.9 or something, it's actually 0.7 mean average. But every time if I say like 1 millimeters of rainfall, all the time is going to be like like near 1.2 borderlines. So let's talk about the precipitation by total precipitation, winter precipitation. It is snowfall. This is 12-hour, but like for example, 40 centimeters in 12 hours. That's the example. This but that's the total snowfall map. So Warton is 4.4 centimeters, Collingwood 2.0, London 1.7, 0.7, Brampton, Toronto 0.5, Stoffel 0.5, Scarborough 0.5, Newmarket 0.6, Orangeville 0.5, Uxbridge 0.9, Oshawa 0.3, Coburg 0.4, Peterborough is 1.1 centimeters, 1 centimeters, Belleville 0.3, Niagara on the Lake 0.7, Niagara Falls City 0.6, Hamilton 2.3. So Mississauga is going to be 0.6 centimeters. For Elgin is going to be 4.2 centimeters. Hanover is going to be borderline 5 centimeters. So Barry is going to be 1.3 centimeters. Jordania is 1.3. Beverly Hills could be 0.9 centimeters. Lilla is going to be 3.4 centimeters. So 2.8 is in Palm Beach. Thunder Beach is 0.9 degrees. So Salt Lake Bay is going to be covered. So Salt Lake Bay is going to be 3.4. Lines Head or Bay is going to be actually Lines. No, Host Bay is actually 2.8 and 2.9. This doesn't exist. So it's actually let's start again. So let's see, it's 2.9 is in Lines Head actually, but it's actually 2.9, 2.8 most of the time. So like 1 day missing. So let's go to 7 p.m. So London 0.2, Whitehall 0.4, Collingwood 0.8, Brampton 0.7, 1.7, Mississauga is going to be 1.6, actually 1.3. Stoffel 1.4, Downtown 1.9, Newmarket 1.2, Orangeville is going to be 1.3 centimeters. So Uxbridge 1.1, Oshawa 1.0, Peterborough 1.0, Coburg 1.5, Belvoir 1.0. So Hope's base actually is going to be 0.7, 0.8. Lion's Head is actually going to be 1.2. Bomb Beach is going to be Bomb Beach. Let's say Bomb Beach or line. So Bomb Beach is actually 0.7. Thunder Beach is actually going could be 0.7 and Solid Beach is directly 1.0.6 and Midland is also 0.6. So Lakes and coasts. So actually Hamilton 0.4. So just correct everything. So I just need to do like Cinco's. So Barry is going to be so Barry could be 0.8 centimeters. So actually no, it's gonna be low set. So it's gonna be 1.0 centimeters. So Orella is going to be 0.6 centimeters. Beverly Isles is actually closer, so it's actually going to be 1.1 centimeters. So Barry is actually yeah, it stays the same. So Jordania's is actually going to be Georginia's actually is going to be 0.8 centimeters, actually 0.7. So the Georginia, Beverly, or the land. So let's go to December 21st, 7 p.m. Actually, this is 7 p.m. Here it is. So Whiteham 1.8, Collingwood 2.1, London was 0.1, Brampton 0.3, Mississauga. So Downtown 0.4, Snowfall 0.4, Mission Hill is going to be 0.35, Oshawa 1.2, Uxbridge 2.4, Newmarket 0.5, Orange was 0.4, Peterborough 2.1, Coburg is going to be 0.7, Balboa 0.2, Niagara Falls City 0.1, Niagara on Lake 0.1, Hamilton 0.1. So home space should be similar. So it's actually 0.4. Line said is going to be 0.3 centimeters because so bond beach is 1.3, solid beach 1.2, so no that's standard beach. So solid beach 0.9, midlands also 0. Could be 1.0. So actually 0.9 is most common. So there's two lakes it is the Boreals it is 2.5, Hanoi is going to be 1.8. No, no, it's gonna be it's gonna be 2 centimeters of snowfall, but it's going to be 1.9 centimeters. Except 1.7 is the most one. So let's see any missing cities. There's nothing else. So let's go to December 22nd. Something is showing up. So Y10 0.7, Port Elgin 0.7, Honor is also 1.0.7, but same thickness. Was actually 0.6, but 0.7 is X1, so London 0.2, Hamilton 0.1. So Line's head or base going to be 0.6 centimeters. Actually, what Line's head is 0.7, Hope's base also 0.7, so 0.6. So line set and hope base actually is going no hope's base is line set is actually going to be 0.6. So let's go to December 23rd. So Eastern Ontario is gonna get some between 0.2 and 3.6 centimeters. So Brampton 0.2, Downtown under 1.1, 1.0 is in Mississauga, and Snowfall is 1.0. Scarborough is going to be 2.5. Market is 2.2. Orange Well is going to be 2.2. Uxbridge is 1.7. Peterborough about 2.7. Coburg is 3.6. Balboa is 3.6. Niagara Falls City is 0.5. Hamilton is 1.0. Oakville is going to get 1.3. Collingwood is 1.4. Barrie is 0.2. Georginia is going to be 0.4. Actually, 4. 0.4. Beverly Isles is actually going to be 0.4 centimeters. So Lilla is going to be 0.4 centimeters. Solomon is 0.4. Midland is going to be 0.2 centimeters. So good spot. So let's go to this no next hours. So let's talk about the temperature patterns. So if you see the mouse disappear, that's going to stop saying anything until for the next 20 seconds. So it isn't so I can edit the video. So line set or base going to be 0.26 millimeters. Barry it's going to be 1.2 millimeters. 1.2 millimeters of sleet. So Georginia is going to be 1.1. Beverly Isles 0.25. Lilla is going to be 0.26, so all like B is going to be 0.6. So bomb Beach is actually 0.25 or 26, 0.26. So orange sun doesn't count usually. So this berry is going to get some 1.2 millimeters of freezing rain. So 1.2 is possible. So actually, let's correct everything. So Lion's Head is going to be 0.26 or Hope's Way 0.25, Solar Base 0.6 millimeters. Actually, that doesn't need to be corrected. Something's missing. So Barry is going to be 1.2 millimeters of freezing rain. So Beverly Isles is actually going. So those are extra precipitation, like 1.2 millimeters of freezing rain. If I say those, that's actual amount freezing rain. So Georgia is going to be 1.1 millimeters of freezing rain. Orilla is going to be 0.2625 millimeters of freezing rain. So all of it stays the same, zero point 0.6. So host way line set is actually 0. No, line set is 0.26. 0.25 is in line host way. So let's talk about air temperature patterns. So I need to set up everything. So lines London is 4 to -4, Whitehall -4, Collingwood -4, Brampton -2, Stouffville -3, Scarborough -2, Downtown -2, 1, Mississauga -1, Newmarket Orangeville -3, Uxbridge -3, Oshawa is -1, Peterborough -1, 0 is in Coburg, Belleville, Niagara on the Lake -1, Niagara Falls City is -2, Hamilton -2, so in locals, Port Elgin -3, Hanover is going to be -4. So line said Bay is going to be -4 degrees. So Palm Beach is actually going to be -2 degrees. Southern Beach is -1. Solid Bay -1. Midland is going to be -2 degrees. So we did line said Bay. Why don't line said Bay? So Palm Beach, Southern Beach, Solid Bay. So Mexico. So Bailey is going to be -3 degrees. Virginia is actually -1. Lula is going to be -2 degrees. Beverly Hills is -3 degrees. So let's go to 7 p.m. 7 a.m. December 28th. So London -4, -6 Whitehall, -6 Collingwood, -5 Brampton, Stouffville, Scarborough 4. So -3 since the Mississauga. Downtown Toronto is going to be no, Mission Hill is going to be -5 degrees, down to down -3. So Oshawa is -4, Coburg -4, Peterborough -7, Uxbridge -6, Newmarket Orangeville -6, Balboa -7, Niagara on the Lake -4, Niagara Falls City is -5, Hamilton -4 degrees. So Port Elgin is going to be -5 degrees, -6 is in Hanover. So Lion's Head is actually -3, so Hope's Bay has to be -4 degrees. So the -5 is going to be Palm Beach. Thunder Beach is actually going to be -3. Solid Bay is actually -5 degrees. Midland is actually -7 degrees. So Lilla is going to be skipped. So Barrie is -6. Georgia is going to be -4. Beverly Isles is actually -6 degrees. So Lilla is going to be might read wrong first time. So it's going to be minus 10 degrees. Actually, -10 is too far off. So it's actually -9. So skip Green Spy, skip Nair 480, and one shot. Those cities. So even some cities have skipped. So Port Elgin is done. So let's go to 3 p.m. So London, 1 degrees, Whitehall, 1 degrees, Collingwood, -1, -2, Sydney Market, Orange Hall is -1, -2, Uxbridge, -1, Stouffville, Scarborough is going to be 0, Downtown London, 1 degrees, 1 degrees of Brampton, Mississauga, Hamilton, 0, 2 degrees, everywhere in 3 degrees in Niagara Falls, also has 1 degrees, Coburg, 1 degrees, 1 degrees in Balboa, Peterborough, -1, so for Elgin, 1 degrees. Hanover is going to be 1 degrees. So Bombay is 0 degrees. Thunder Beach, Sotheby is going to be 1 degrees. Barrie, 2 -2. Georgia is -1 degrees. Beverly Isles is going to be -2. Olilla is going to be, so Olilla is actually going to be -2 degrees. So Midland is going to be -1 degrees. So Lion's Head or Bay is going to be 1 degrees. So we're gonna own some. So so let's go to next hour if everything's done. So I don't do 1.9 ton usually so. So let's go to 7 a.m. London -6, Whiteham -6, Collingwood -6, Newmarket Orange -7, Stockport -7, Uxbridge -7, Downton is -5, Brampton -6, Mississauga -5, Scarborough -6, Oshawa is -6, Peterborough -6, Coburg -4, Belvoir -5, Hamilton -4, Niagara on the Lake -3, Niagara Falls City -4, Grimsby nothing. So I don't do Gwyn for Air, Grimsby, and Orange Sunny line, Langton along with those cities. So something is missing around Toronto. So there's nothing else except Oakville. Oakville's all the time the same as Hamilton, Burlington. So Burlington and Hamilton are the same temperature. So Barrie is -6. Georginia Georginia is going to be -5. Beverly Hills is going to be -6. -5 is in Orla. So Lions Head Obey is going to be -5 degrees. The Bomb Beach is actually going to be -4 degrees. Thunder Beach is -2. Solar Beach is actually going to be -3 degrees. So Midland is going to be -4 degrees. So Lilla's done. So let's go to next hour. So Sunday, December 21st. So London is -6. Whiteham -5. Collingwood -4. Brampton, Newmarket. No, Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville is going to be -4. Brampton, Outer Toronto is going to be -3, including Mississauga. Hamilton, -3. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is going to be -3. Uxbridge, -5. Oshawa is -3. -5, Peterborough, -3. 2 is in Coburg. -2, Belleville. So, Lionshead and Old Bay is going to be, no, Lionshead going -5. Hopes Bay, -5. So, Palm Beach is going to be -5. Thunder Beach, -4 degrees. Solid Bay is going to be -6 degrees. Midland is going to be -6 degrees. Olalla is going to be Olalla is going to be same temperature. So it's going to be actually it's 7. -6 is in Olalla still, so it's actually -7. -5 Barrie. Georginia is going -4. Beverly Hills is actually going to be -5 degrees. -4. So it's actually -4. It's in Beverly Hills. So Port Elton is actually -4 degrees. Hanoi is going to be -4.5 degrees. So let's see if I correcting anything. So there's nothing else. So Monday, December 22nd, 2025, 7 a.m. So London -11, Barton -7, Collingwood -7, Brampton is -6, Downtown Toronto -6, Mississauga -6, Downtown no, Stouffville is -10, Scarborough is going to be -8, Newmarket -9, Orangeville -8, Uxbridge -13, Oshawa -10, Peterborough -12, Coburg -10, Belleville -13, everywhere in Niagara Falls -4. Hamilton is -4, so let's do Lionshead OB. So Hope's Bay is actually -4 degrees. Lionshead is at -3. Bombay is close to -8, so -8 actually. So Thunder Beach is actually it's going to be -8 degrees, 7 degrees. So skip that. So Solid Bay is actually -9 degrees. So Midland is actually going to be -11 degrees. Olalla is going to be harder. So let's do that later. So -9 degrees in Barrie. Georginia is going to be -6 degrees. So 7 degrees. -7 is possible. So it's -6. Beverly Hills is actually going to be -9 degrees. So let's go to Olilla. Olilla is going to be -11. So -13 degrees in Olilla. So it can be -12 actually, but it's going to be -13 most of the time. So So let's go to next stop. Oh, Port Elgin -4. Latest way, so -4 is in Port Elgin. Honor is going to be -6 degrees. So let's go to 3 p.m. So London -2, Brighton -1, Collingwood -4, Newmarket, Orangeville -4, Brampton -2, Stouffville -3, Scarborough -2, -1 in Downtown Toronto, including Mississauga. Oshawa -2, -5, Uxbridge -3, Peterborough -1, Coburg -1, Belvoir, Niagara on the Lake 0, Niagara on the Falls City is going to be -1, or Hamilton -0. So line said Bay is going to be -1 degrees. So Bomb Beach is -3 degrees. Thunder Beach is -3 degrees. So -3. So it's actually -2 is in Thunder Beach, Solid Beach. So Berry -4, Georginia -3, Beverly Hills is -4, -4 is in Orlilla. -4 is in Orlilla. So Port Elgin is going to be 0 degrees. -1 is in Hanover, so Hanover is -1, actually, it could be -2. So it's actually -1 degrees in Hanover, actually. So let's go to next hour. Let's check everything's done. So everything is done. So let's go to December, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, 7 a.m. So London 1 degrees, 0 degrees in Whitehand, 0 degrees in Collingwood, Brampton 0, -1 Stouffville, down to Toronto 1 degrees, Scarborough 0 degrees, Oshawa 0 degrees, Newmarket -1, Orangeville -1, Richmond Hill is going to be, keep it in mind of that time, so it's going to be -0 degrees. Mississauga 1 degrees, Hamilton 2 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls 2 degrees, Coburg 1 degrees, Peterborough 1 2 -2, Belvoir -1. So -1 is in Barrie, Georginia is -1, Beverly Hills is -1, Orlilla is going to be -1. Lionshead, Obey is -1 degrees. Thunder Beach, Solid Bay is going to be 1 degrees. So Palm Beach is going to be Palm Beach is actually going to be 0 degrees, actually -0. So Boy LJ is 1 degrees, so Anu is going to be 0 degrees. So skip Owen Sound. So let's go to next hours. So that's gonna be 3 p.m. same day. So Wyatt Tasman 3 degrees, Collingwood 3 degrees, London 4 degrees, Brampton 4 degrees, including downtown Toronto, Mississauga. So Tofu 3 degrees, Scarborough 3.5. Richmond Hill is gonna be 4 degrees, Oshawa is 3 degrees, Wicks is 2 degrees, Newmarket Orangeville is 3 degrees, Peterborough 2 degrees, Coburg is gonna be 3 degrees, Belvoir 2 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls 4 degrees, 4 degrees in Niagara Hamilton, Lions Head, Obey is 3 degrees, Palm Beach is gonna be 3 degrees, so Thunder Beach is gonna be 4 degrees, Solid Beach is gonna be 3 degrees, Midland is gonna be 3 degrees. Olala is gonna be 2 degrees. Actually, 3 degrees. 3 degrees. Barrie, 2 degrees. Georgina, 2 degrees. Beverly Hills is 3 degrees. Port Elgin is going to be 3 degrees. Hanover is going to be 3 degrees. So let's actually correct everything if everything is done in the last end of the weather models aren't. So time end of it by end of forecast, not forecast, but pattern. So let's go to first hour to correct Richmond Hill only. So Richmond Hill is going to be 2 degrees. So let's go to 3 p.m. So Richmond Hill is -2 degrees. So let's go to 7 a.m. and -5 degrees is in Richmond Hill. So let's go to 3 p.m. So let's see the closest temperatures. Richmond Hill, so 1 degrees. So let's go to 7 a.m. First day of astronomical winter. So -6 degrees in Richmond Hill. So let's go to 3 p.m. So -3 degrees in Richmond Hill. So let's go to 7 a.m. So -6 degrees in Richmond Hill. It could be -7. Actually, -7 is most of the time. So let's go to let's go to 3 p.m. So the -2 season, Merchant Hills. So let's go to 7 a.m. So Merchant Hill is 0 degrees. So final day actually. Let's go to final hours. So 1 4 p.m. Gonna be 4 degrees. So like I said, like top Arctic climate has more number stored as clouds than humans like tropical climates, for example. Most of the time in cumulus clouds form like sometimes hot deserts, tropical rainforests, tropical savanna, and monsoon climates. So in those climates, so like actually for like not just like w- human continental climate. Yeah, this human continental, but not just human continental climate has like nimbus storage clouds. Also, like colder than human continental climates under the coldest, could get some nimbus storage clouds. So this is the end of the video.